Hey everyone, I am K.Harshith. Today here we are here to learn few interesting topics. So today our topic is rules to draw ray diagrams. Especially we are going to see for concave mirror. This particular topic I have chosen it from the lesson light. These rules are applicable for classes 7 and classes 10 of CBSE. So before learning the rules of drawing the ray diagrams, first let us know few terminologies related to mirrors, a mirror or a concave mirror especially. So for drawing the rules, for surely we need to know these four important terminologies, that is principal axis, pole, center of curvature and focus. What is principal axis? It is a straight line that will be passing through focus and center of curvature. Principal axis is a straight line that passes through focus and center of curvature. Now, what is center of curvature? It is nothing but the center of the hollow sphere. Center of curvature is the center of hollow sphere. And what is the focus? It's nothing but a point on the principal axis where all the rays they come and meet or they appear to meet. So focus nothing but it's a point on the principal axis where the rays of the light they meet or they appear to meet. And then at last we'll be using pole, which is nothing but the center of the spherical mirror. So let us once again give a quick gist of these words. Principal axis is a straight line that passes through focus and center of curvature. Center of curvature is nothing but it's the center of the hollow sphere. Focus is nothing but it's a point on principal axis where all the rays meet or they appear to meet. And then pole is nothing but it's the center of the spherical mirror. Now let us see the rules. Now, coming to the rules of the ray diagrams, we will be having four rules mainly based on, to draw these ray diagrams. So, what are those four rules? Now, let us see them. What are they? So, now coming to rule one. So, I suggest people who are watching this video to draw parallelly with me the diagrams so that you have a practice. So, firstly, to draw or to know all the rules, we need to have a concave mirror with us. So, what is a concave mirror? Probably you can draw this concave mirror using a compass so that you get an approximate or exact values. So, a concave mirror is nothing but the reflecting surface is inwards. So a concave mirror has reflecting surface towards inside or inwards. So, so now let us draw the principal axis. So for principal axis, use your scale so that you get exactly have dimensions of the principal axis. So I am taking it as 30 because I have a big board. You can take it how much ever you want and mark the any point focus and then any point center of curvature. So we've already seen what is center of curvature, what is focus, and then the point here, this is known as pole. So for the rule for drawing any mirror, any ray diagram, this is the basic step that is included. That is, draw a concave mirror, draw a principal axis, put the points center of curvature, focus, and pole on the principal axis. So this completes the first task. Now, what does rule 1 say? Rule 1 says when a line, when a ray when a ray rule 1 says when a ray is parallel to the principal axis, it passes through focus. So now let me draw this thing. I am taking a ray which is parallel to principal axis. For the ray diagrams, the arrow marks are must. Please don't forget to put the arrow marks. And now The rule 1 says what? When a ray is parallel to the principal axis, this is the principal axis and this is the ray. They both are parallel to each other. Now, then what happens? Then it passes through focus. So, if this is reflecting here, it is passing through the focus point. So, if a light ray is parallel to principal axis, after striking the mirror, it is passing through the focus point. I hope you've understood what is rule 1. So rule 1 is very simple. Nothing but when a ray is parallel to principal axis, it passes through focus. This is rule 1 and rule 2 is just converse of this rule 1. Now coming to rule 2. So for rule 2 I have just erased the markings here and my mirror and the the details are in the same manner. Now what does rule 2 say? When a ray passes through focus, it is parallel to principal axis. Now if you take a ray which is passing through focus, now this is my focus point. So if first suppose if there is a ray that is passing through focus, striking the mirror, then what is happening after striking the mirror? It is going or running parallel with the principal axis. So if a light ray is passing through focus, it is running parallel to principal axis. So rule 2 is just converse as I have said, that is in rule 1 we had when a ray is parallel to principal axis it passes through focus. Rule 2 is what? When if the ray passing through focus it is parallel to principal axis. Aren't they both converse? Rule 1 is converse to rule 2 or rule 2 is converse to rule 1. So, what is rule 2? Again, I'm repeating. It is nothing but when a ray is passing through focus, after striking the mirror, it is becoming or running parallel with the principal axis. So, rule 1 and rule 2 are very easy to remember as I've said because they both are converse of each other. If you remember one, the another will be coming automatically to you. So, I hope you have understood what rule 1 and rule 2 ray diagrams. Now, let us quickly jump into rule 3. So, what does rule 3 say now? Rule 3 says if a ray passes through center of curvature, then it reflects back in the same path, which means if there is a ray which is passing through center of curvature. Yeah. So, there is a ray which is passing through center of curvature, and when it hits the mirror it again reflects back in the same path. Now if you see it is going in this manner and coming back in the same manner. So if a ray is passing through center of curvature, after striking the mirror it reflects back again in the same path, unidirectional. Yes, it reflects back in the same path. Whichever path it's going, it's again returning in the same path. So rule 3 says if a ray passes through the center of curvature, then it reflects back in the same path. So rule 3 is also very easy to remember because it's nothing but ray passing through center of curvature again returning back in the same path. So now I hope you've understood what is rule 1, rule 2 and rule 3. Now the last rule which is left, that is rule 4. Let us quickly wind up with the rule 4. So now coming to rule 4. What does rule 4 say? If a ray strikes obliquely at the pole of the mirror, it reflects back at the same point with the same angle. If a ray strikes obliquely at pole, so there is the ray and it is striking at the pole, and then after striking the pole, it again returns back or comes back or reflects back in the at the same point. It reflects back, forming a same angle. So for this rule 4, we need a compass for exact measurement of the angles. as I don't have, so I've got one one less or more than one angle is less than this angle. This is more than this. But when you draw with a compass, you will get it exactly. So what is rule for again? If a ray strikes obliquely at the pole of the mirror, it reflects back in the same point with the same angle formed. So this angle is equals to this angle. So I hope you all have understood something about ray diagrams. I mean something about rules of ray diagrams. So there are four rules. Name first one is what if a ray is parallel to the principal axis, it passes through focus. If the ray is passing through focus, then it is parallel to the principal axis. Third, if the ray is passing through center of curvature, it reflects back in the same path. And then rule 4 something about if a ray strikes obliquely at the pole, then it reflects back at the same point forming same angle. So these are the four rules, very easy rules, and these rules are very important. That you will be getting you will be using them to draw different ray diagrams. Okay, so thank you. I hope you've understood what what are rules of ray diagrams, and I hope you all have learned something today. Happy learning. Thank you.